So it's 11 a.m. and we have just lost power. I've got my generator working. Oh, this is a siphon. I've got the fuel line running into the gas can. Down here to a cutoff valve. Open up the cutoff valve, make sure it's lower than the tank, and it siphons. I'm gonna shut it off right now. I just was testing it. I'll let it run out of gas. And in a few hours I'll turn it on and run the AC and run the refrigerator for a half hour or so, just to make sure that it the stuff in the refrigerator stays cold. But right now it's 11 a.m. Starting to see a little more wind, and we're getting some rain now. More stuff starting to pile up in the pool, and I should have backwashed this pool and pumped the level down a little bit, but it's too late now. But yeah, it's getting a bit windy. We've had some really strong gusts. We have this canal right behind us, and in the 50 years that this has been here, this canal has never been up to the top. So that as long as it stays that way, it's not going to flood here. And down that way, about a mile down, there's a pumping station that pumps the water into the intracoastal canal and then into the river. And they keep those pumps running, so we don't have to worry about flooding. Now this shed here, I built this shed back in December of last year. The original shed that I had here was one of those plastic sheds from Home Depot, and Hurricane Zeta came through, and the center of the eye of Hurricane Zeta passed within about 500 feet of here, and part of the roof came off, and that was the end of it. One of the roof panels went into the canal. I couldn't get another one to replace it, so I tore it down and built this one. This shed cost me about $300, came from China, bought it on Amazon, but it seems to be pretty sturdy, and hopefully that holds up. This fence over here is 16 years old. We put it up right after Katrina, and we lost some boards during Zeta, and I was able to get some replacement boards. But this fence flopped back and forth, and you can't really see it now, but where it's set in concrete right there, there was a hole on either side of the fence, and you can see that was how much the fence had been rocking back and forth in the wind. I do not expect this fence to survive this storm. The upper rail came apart right there, and that was how I patched it back together. But between me and my neighbor, we know that we're going to have to replace that fence pretty soon. So anyway, things aren't much worse, but this is an update, and I guess we'll be back on later on for as long as I can continue to get video. But it's getting windier. Starting to see some actual storm here. So for anybody else that's anywhere in southeastern Louisiana, stay safe, especially if you're west of here. Grand Isle, I hope everybody got out of Grand Isle, because I don't know if there's going to be much left down there. They're going to get it really bad. All up Bayou Lafourche is going to get it really bad, and then the storm's going to hook over to the east, and it's supposed to go right over Laplace, Louisiana. By that time it'll have weakened a bit, but they're going to get it pretty bad. So anyway, I'm signing out. I'll be back in a couple hours.